Reeling from the failed finisher, the Spearmaster backs away in disbelief, struggling to comprehend how a level 14 archer could possibly harbor such an absurd health pool. Pushing up his glasses, the group's priest warns that his health stat isn't even the biggest issue, reminding the party that Lin Xiu was under level 10 merely 2 hours ago, meaning his leveling rate defies all standard game mechanics. Attempting to keep his team from panicking, the squad leader frantically rallies his squad, reasoning that if Lin Xiu allocated all his attribute points into maximum health, his offensive attack power must be severely lacking. He insists that as long as they maintain their combat formation and wear him down, the solo archer will eventually fall. Mocking the leader's quick thinking, Lin Xiu smirks and points out the fatal flaw in their tactical setup. Their squad completely lacks hard crowd control abilities, leaving them with no way to constrain a high-speed archer. The leader bristles with inner dread, suspecting Lin Xiu might be an assassin sent by a rival consortium who specifically researched their party's build weaknesses.
Ignoring his panic, Lin Xiu draws back his energy bow, reassuring the team with a dark grin that he has no intention of retreating until every single one of them is brought to their knees. Enraged by the taunts, the squad's heavily armored vanguard charges forward, swinging a massive hammer directly at Lin Xiu. Seeing an opening, the leader orders their priest to cast a strength enhancement buff on the vanguard, powering up his swing to land a crushing ability known as Giant Strength Smash. As the massive hammer shatters the ground into rubble, Lin Xiu effortlessly vaults into the air, completely avoiding the impact zone. While the vanguard recovers from his miss, the leader suddenly realizes to his horror that the vault was a diversion. Lin Xiu's bow is locked directly onto their completely defenseless priest. Desperate to break his line of sight before he shoots, the squad's pyromancer immediately channels her elemental magic, unleashing a multi-directional flaming meteor shower across the sky to force Lin Xiu off his target.
As a barrage of flaming meteors crashes down around him, the pyromancer prematurely celebrates, convinced her high-tier spell neutralized the aerial archer. But her relief instantly vanishes as the squad leader screams out a warning. Lin Xiu steps straight out of the fiery inferno, completely unscathed, continuing to draw back his bow with cold precision. The squad leader realizes with growing dread that Lin Xiu didn't even bother dodging the area of effect spell. With an astronomical health pool exceeding 50,000 points, taking direct hit damage was nothing more than a minor annoyance. Unbothered by the flames, Lin Xiu channels his energy, preparing to launch the archer-class technique Split Arrow. Standing directly in the line of fire, the squad's priest scoffs at the incoming volley, confident in his own defensive setup. Activating an epic-tier pendant skill known as Holy Light Defense, a radiant barrier surrounds him, a shield built to completely negate any attack dealing below 300 damage per strike. Smug in his apparent invulnerability, the priest gloats about how he plans to claim all of Lin Xiu's rare loot once the battle concludes.
Lin Xiu merely smirks at the priest's arrogance before releasing his shot. In a split second, the red energy arrows shatter the holy barrier like fragile glass, piercing right through the priest's defenses and dropping his health bar straight to 0 before he can even react. The remaining party members stand frozen in utter shock, unable to comprehend how a basic low-level archer skill could bypass a 300 damage threshold shield. Lin Xiu casually steps forward, reminding them that they aren't the only ones carrying broken equipment traits. He reveals his hidden passive, the Reckless Reaping trait, a skill that absorbs his own health reserves and converts them directly into raw physical attack power. The pyromancer's face turns pale as the reality sets in.
Possessing over 50,000 HP doesn't just make Lin Shu an indestructible tank, it makes his damage output overwhelmingly lethal.
Overwhelmed by fear, she abandons all combat strategy and attempts to flee, screaming at the heavy vanguard to buy her time. However, Lin Shu mockingly asks if she truly believed she had permission to leave, immediately firing off a crowd control move known as Binding Arrow. Glowing energy tendrils wrap tightly around the pyromancer, locking her in place and sealing the squad's fate. Immobilized by energy tendrils, the pyromancer screams in panic as Lin Shu closes the distance with a dark aura flaring around him. Seeing his teammate completely exposed, the squad's heavy warrior, Daiyong, leaps into action, charging his weapon with elemental energy to unleash Lightning Spark. The spear impales Lin Shu straight in the torso, but the hit barely registers on his enormous health pool. Completely ignoring the thrust, Lin Shu quietly notes that she is target number 2.
Channeling his health-boosted passives into armor-piercing arrow, he releases a deadly point-blank strike that tears through the mage, triggering an instant system alert, confirming her complete elimination. Consumed by rage over his teammate's defeat, Daiyong screams out vows of retaliation and lunges forward in a reckless assault. Unmoved by the warrior's outburst, Lin Shu casually maneuvers around the heavy strike by executing Rapid Step, leaping high into the air and effortlessly flipping over his opponent. Dangling upside down mid-flight, Lin Shu calmly identifies Daiyong as his next target. He draws back his bowstring and unleashes a volley of life trait-enhanced piercing arrows directly from above. The heavy energy shafts rain down with terrifying precision, instantly depleting Daiyong's health bar to 0 and sending him crashing to the pavement.
Lin Shu lands seamlessly on the ground, leaving the squad leader standing alone in utter shock. In less than a minute, his entire high-level ambush team had been completely dismantled by a single archer. Sweat pouring down his face, the leader trembles in disbelief, questioning what kind of monster they had foolishly targeted. As Lin Shu slowly rises, a dark demonic aura surges behind him like a terrifying avatar of doom. Stepping forward through the lingering smoke, Lin Shu looks down at his final opponent, coldly reminding him that he is now the last one left standing.